Good evening, Gadget Dad here. Wanted to give a quick small review on the extended magazine. So this is one of my favorite pistols of all time, HK USP. This is the compact 9mm. It is my everyday carry and holster from Squared Away Tactical. Really like this holster, really well built. My only complaint is it took forever. I think they had a 6-week wait time. Ended up taking like 10 weeks. They didn't communicate real well, but otherwise great holster. I added this claw on just to help tuck it away a little bit better. But what I want to talk about is the extended mag. So as everybody knows, if you're not familiar with HK, they have a different magazine release, which is this little double ambi nub deal that takes some getting used to versus the typical just push button release. And for me, the only way I could get it really done reliably is to pinch. So I would pinch with my shooting finger and my thumb, pinch down on those two, and that was how I would reload. I would pinch these two fingers down on it and get the magazine to drop. So I saw just perusing HK parts for some other project I was working on, and I found they had an extended one of these. How beautiful. So this is the normal sized one. See, it goes like that. And really I switched this out in 2 seconds. Just take one roll pin out, don't lose the spring, put the other one in, tap the roll pin back in. Definitely helps to have a punch, a little hammer, and one of these little wheeler blocks. Those things definitely help with that type of stuff, but it's just, it's not even worth showing. You just punch that little guy out, falls out, or put the spring in the new one, and you're good to go. But this big one does make a huge difference. I was a little concerned about concealability, like how far it sticks out, and it doesn't. I mean, you can't, see if I can get in line with the camera here. You can't see it sticking out here really at all. So it's right there. So it does not stick out really any further than the trigger guard, because this trigger guard has a little flare here anyway, so it doesn't come really out past that, so it's or out past the width of the gun, so it doesn't change anything as far as carry goes, and it really makes a big difference. So now almost like a push button, I can get it with my thumb, and this is the compact, so a little smaller handle, but I can get it with my thumb or my index finger or pointer middle finger. So a lot more options now, so I'm gonna have to try to relook at that, but definitely highly recommend it. The one thing I was concerned about though is would it fit my holster, because it did fit tight to my other mag release, and I did notice that you can almost hear it click here. Watch, you see that? I'm concerned that that's gonna push the mag release and drop a mag by just holstering it. So I'm gonna have to just Dremel this little, or sand this little piece, just a little bit of that. The other side's fine. The other side fits just fine, but I'll probably just take a smidge off just to be careful, but well worth it, and doesn't affect the holster. I'm gonna try the other holster I have too, just to make sure, but boy, great addition. I mean, I'm not a big fan of making modifications to everyday carry type of guns. Trigger, springs, I don't typically mess with it, especially something that's coming so proven like the HK USP. But I think this is one that's definitely worth considering. It takes a lot of practice to get used to this type of mag release, and this little extension I think really does help. So highly recommend it. I got it on HK Parts. Don't know the price. I think it was around $30, somewhere in that range. It comes, no instructions. You don't need any. Tap out the pin. Don't lose the spring. Put it back in. Put the pin back in, and you're good to go. So thumbs up on this one. Highly recommend it. If you have any other modifications that you would recommend for the HK USP, I'm a big fan, so send them my way. I know there's a match trigger. I did upgrade the sights. I freaking love these sights. It's the Trigicon, I think HD and I like the red front. I mean, they're so visible and really easy to pick up, and they're great at night. I mean, they're very vibrant at night. So I love these. There's some manufactured guns that you can't get these for. I wish I could get them for every single gun I had. So those are the only two modifications I've made and probably will make to this gun. But if anybody else have negative or positive experience with this, please let me know. I'm gonna start getting used to it and try it out in some different holsters. If I found any issues with it, I will put it in comments, and also try to put a link to where I got this this guy as well. Hope that helps. Take care.